Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Around the Foot Market. I got a brand new video for you guys all today. We do have a new player of the month, which is pretty crazy. I was not expecting Hazard player of the month today. I said it could be today. I thought it was going to be next week. They actually have been so on point this year with SBC releases and everything that it is today. It's a 93 rated card, and there's a lot going on, so let's talk about all of it. If you guys enjoy today's video, I think what today's video is going to be is me telling you guys about Hazard player of the month. Kind of like a market watch-ish video, kind of that among that lines, and I'm going to try to explain to you guys what I think is the move forward with these cards. Where do I think these cards go? If you guys enjoy it, drop a thumbs up. So you get a mega pack, you get a rare mega pack, and you get a jumbo premium gold pack. You get a rare players pack, a rare players pack, a jumbo rare players pack. Wow, in a mega pack. So you get 100, 150, 200, 215k. NA math tells me 270k, about 300. You get about 335, about 350k worth of pack value from this SBC. Now, Footbin estimates this SBC, boys, to be, just so I can let you guys know, Footbin estimates this SBC to be about 706k. Now, in my greatest opinion, when this SBC first came out, it was about 600,000 coins, which is honestly, you guys may disagree, that is a steal for the amount of packs you guys are going to get back for this card. What you have to understand is the way these player of the months work is that they are essentially coin sucks, and throughout history, in the history of player of the months and all that kind of stuff, Aguero has had a player of the month that's been like 1.2 million. Ibra has had one that's been like 950, a million. So a lot of these kind of tier of players should be about 1 million coins. So for me, it tells me right now that Hazard is too cheap. I think Hazard is too cheap right now. And I've never even seen to the extent of, I've never seen this good pack rewards for a player of the month. I just literally haven't. So it's actually fantastic. The value, if you're going to do it, if you want to do it and you're watching this video, do it soon. I would do it today because look, you have 30 days remaining. I think as time goes on, you're going to see the Chelsea golds. Those might drop down because they're in packs. I think a lot of the informs, there's a ton of inform requirements, and this is why we talk about discard informs. This SBC alone may not actually higher the value of discard or informs in general. However, what it may do is it may take off that initial supply off the market for future team of the week SBCs, for future SBCs. And what do I mean by that? Right? We always invest, you guys and me, we always invest in discard informs every team of the week. We take a look at a bunch of discard informs and we invest in the club, right? What this may do is take off an initial supply. So a lot of these cards had a lot of supply, and we needed a requirement to take them off initially. Some of these cards may get put into SBCs now and things like that. So this may be an initial thing for that kind of stuff. What I wanted to talk to you guys about is, again, look, I think the SBC is too cheap right now. So I think if you're online and you want to make some coins, I think you guys could try to look at maybe some of the informs. The high rated cards, we'll take a look at everything on the market. The high rated cards right now seem a little high. If you do have golds, I would probably sell them. But there's there's 3 team of the weeks, 7 team of the weeks, 9 team of the weeks, 10 team of the week. You need 10 team of the weeks for this SBC. So I just looking at the market, and I think a lot of them, especially, I want to speak about one thing especially that I think is a little low, and that's the BPL informs. I think check is low. I think some of these cards are a little too low for my liking. I think they're a little low on the market. I do. That's just how I feel. It's my honest opinion. I think there's a lot of panic selling happening right now. So I think what you're seeing is people just mass listing these cards onto the market, and I think it's actually causing these cards to be a little bit undervalued right now. I just feel like that's for me with the Premier League informs. I think they're a little undervalued. I think especially because you need a ton of nationalities. Like for some of the SBCs, you need a bunch of nationalities. So you have Matip right now is what, 22. So Matip's about 26k. I just think over time, this is something you may see rise as more people go and complete Hazard. The gold situation is pretty crazy. If you guys go look at the golds right now, if you guys invested in like 83 plus golds, GG's, man, because they're almost extinct. I think Busquets is extinct. So any high rated golds like Verratti, I'm assuming Verratti, Gigi Buffon, some of those guys are probably really high in value. So Verratti's at 11. So you're starting to see some of the high rated golds and stuff like that. Those are starting to move up on the market, which is always a good sign. Yeah, I mean, that's something that for me, I think is something that if you went into this weekend prepared with stuff in your club, that's something that's fantastic, right? Because it's something that is going to make you some coins, and I think that is something, especially if you do have Chelsea players. I wanted to talk about this. If you have Chelsea players, you may want to consider selling Kepa's about 3K. I think I might hold on to that because that seems still a little bit low. But I would take a look at Premier League cards because Premier League cards right now are necessary for this SBC. I don't know how much they go up because some of them are lower rated, like the 81s. I don't know. See, these guys might not go up that much. I overpaid for some of them. But definitely look in terms of seeing if any Chelsea players are up in value. I would definitely looking into those. What I would tell you guys is this. You can definitely make coins off of this. This is definitely a filter right now that you can use. Wow, wait, what? So you can still get Chelsea players. You know what's interesting for me is that I think this whole Player of the Month SBC is undervalued right now. I think the whole thing is too cheap, right? Like, if you look at the packs and what you need. Okay, so you need 11 Chelsea players, 83 rated. So I'm assuming, like, Fabregas went up a lot. Any of the higher rated Chelsea players went up a ton because you need 11 to make it 83. So you do need 11 Chelsea players, which is not... That's a good amount of Chelsea players. So I think that alone is going to make the SBC go up a good amount. Belgium is where? So Belgium, you need a team of the week inform. You need 82 rating. Okay, so there's not much to go up here. I still think there's room to rise, though, is what I'm telling you guys. You need 2 informs from the Premier League. So you do need Premier League informs at an 84 rating with 90 chemistry. So this has 27 days remaining. I think what you're seeing right now, I'm trying to give you guys a market update and tell you guys kind of, in my opinion, what's going on. I think what you're seeing right now is almost like a mass panic, right? You're seeing a lot of people just list cards low, right? Like, you're seeing investors who had checks and Matips, they maybe bought at 15, 16, 17, and they're up at 20, so they're just taking their money. I think there's more money to go, is what I'm kind of telling you guys. I think that there's a little bit of wiggle room left in some of these cards. I think over time, as the supply dies down, you're going to see a lot of these cards go up. That's just my opinion. The supply right now is a little overwhelming. I tell you that. Like, there's a lot of these cards, especially with this Frazier dude, man. Oh my lordy. So there's a lot of Fraziers, and I get that. However, guys, I will tell you that I think a lot of this is undervalued right now. Is my best opinion. I mean, there are about 20,000 coins right now. I think for Hazard being a 9, you guys gotta understand, man. Like, this is a good card, and I know a lot of people think it's a coin suck or something like that. That's a good card for that value. So especially because you're getting packs back. I think a lot of people are going to look at the SBC and say, wow, that's worth it. And that's just how the mind of FIFA users works, right? People look at SBCs and they say, wow, that's worth it, right? So that's probably what I would look at. Inform Hazard is dropping a ton. Inform Hazard right now is about 675K, which is low. That's a Team League 1 that got up to about 900. So right now he's about 670. But for me, it's weird, right? Because the SBC is 700 and Inform Hazard is still 680, 675. So I think Hazard for me is like pretty low. And that's what I look at Hazard and think that might be a little bit under that. The SBC might be undervalued if the Team of the Week 1 is still at that price, if you guys catch my vibe. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Then you have Gold Hazard. Gold Hazard was invested in. He got all the way up to 480,000 coins. You always want to sell on the hype with gold cards. Always, 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 always. Always want to sell the day before gold cards. You always want to sell like before the SBC with the gold cards. I never hold these kind of cards to be required, because if they are required, they go to 700, but if they're not, they drop. And Gold Hazard right now is down about 100K on the day. So Gold Hazard is tanked in value. Rightfully so, he should be down. But that's another interesting look as well. For me, I think the biggest thing that tells me right now that this Hazard SBC is too cheap and that some of the requirements for it may go up is the fact that his inform is still 680 and the SBC is 701 right now. That's a little too close in value, man. Like, and this as well has been getting panic sold too. That's what's really interesting to me, is that this card has been getting panic sold and it's still 680. So it tells me that Hazard has a certain demand that it should keep the card up in value, is how I see it, at least. I think Hazard should be kept up in value, and then I think you're going to see a lot of these SBC requirements and things for the next few weeks. You're going to see them rise. It's as simple as that. I think you're going to see this continue to rise as we go further. I have an hour and 53 minutes. Did Lucas just get really cheap? I wonder if Lucas got really expensive, and if I should have done Lucas yesterday. So Lucas is still 35K, so I can still get Lucas done really affordably. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Hazard Player of the Month. We did get a Player of the Month, boys. So that's good. We have, I think, La Liga and Bundesliga Player of the Month still to come. So we still have more Player of the Months that you will be seeing. So yeah, boys. I think that this is going to continue to go up a little bit over time. And yeah, I think there's money to be made if you guys can get on the market, try to snipe some cards, try to pick some things up. I think you guys can make coins. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video today. I hope I hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, Hazard Player of the Month. Happy investing, boys. Thank you, boys, for watching, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Peace out.